All right, so as soon as the weather cools down, I always find myself craving cozy, comforting soups. But they gotta be affordable, simple to make, and packed with fiber. And this vegan soup I'm gonna show you guys today checks off all of those boxes. It's made with basic pantry ingredients that I'm sure you already have kicking around. It comes together in no time, and it's so budget friendly that I'm sure you're gonna wanna start making it every single week like I do. I personally love those recipes that you actually kind of forget that you're eating healthy because it's that good. So today I'm gonna be showing you exactly how I make my chickpea noodle soup, like the classic chicken noodle soup, except we're using chickpeas over here. This one keeps me full, warm, and helps me to stay on track with all my healthy eating goals all fall long. So I'm already in the kitchen, so let me show you how to make this. Alright, so to start, we're going to be using 6 cups of vegetable broth. Now, I just quickly make mine using the soup seasoning. I don't bother buying the containers at the store, it's just so much cheaper this way. But vegeta is a little bit on the salty side, which is really good for this particular soup, but not good if you're trying to watch your salt. So any soup seasoning will work. And then next, I'm just going to go ahead and water saute some onions and garlic. And I also want to mention that I'm going to have this exact recipe posted in my description box below, so don't worry about writing everything down as you're watching. When the video's done, you can just go down to the description box below and take a quick screenshot and the recipe will be yours. So there, I'm just going ahead and throwing in 2 medium carrots that I diced up, along with 2 celery stalks. I water sauteed all those veggies for a few more minutes and then I added the broth. So from there, once the broth is in the pot, we're going to go ahead and add the chickpeas. Now, if you're a follower of mine, you know that I always make my own chickpeas from scratch in my Instant Pot and then I freeze them. So there you just saw me tossing in 2 cups of the chickpeas along with 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, a half a teaspoon of dried thyme, a half a teaspoon of dried oregano, and a little bit of salt and pepper. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn this up to a boil and then turn it back down to a nice simmer. Once the soup has been simmering for about 5 minutes or so, I toss in about a cup of corn. Now this corn can be fresh or frozen, that's totally up to you. And next we're going to go ahead and throw in the pasta. So I'm throwing in 2 cups of the baby shell pasta, but any pasta will work. And once you have the pasta thrown in there, then you basically just cook the soup long enough that the pasta is cooked through, as well as the veggies, and then there's only one last step to go. All right guys, so while that soup is busy over there cooking, I thought I would jump back on here in case it's the first time that you're landing on my channel and you don't know, but I have lost over 60 pounds eating meals just like the one I'm showing you in today's video. When I first started my weight loss journey, I needed meals that were super accessible, meaning recipes that didn't have like 1,000 ingredients I'd never heard of, and also super affordable and meals that I could whip together in no time. When you're losing weight, it is so easy to find excuses and so easy to not put the work in. So for me, I had to make sure that it was dumbed down enough that it was easy enough to do that there just was no excuse to not do it. So I got busy experimenting with low-fat, high-fiber recipes, and they literally changed my life. I learned for me that high-fiber, low-fat was the ticket I had been waiting for my whole entire life. The late John McDougall had been saying forever, the fat you eat is the fat you wear. And while I had heard this, like many of you have too, I didn't really apply it because I really didn't think it mattered all that much until it did. Once I removed the overt fats out of my diet, things like nuts, seeds, avocados, all of those higher fat plant-based foods, that is when I started to see the shift finally happen. And as a result, I have a ton of ebooks right now containing the exact recipes that I was eating to lose 60 pounds. And furthermore, I'm running my best sales for this weekend only, and that is that all of my weight loss recipe ebooks are on sale for only $5. So if you're also looking to increase your fiber, lower your fat, then my recipes are going to be able to help. And I gotta say that I believe that that's what sets my recipes apart from a lot of the other amazing vegan recipes out there, is that the focus is really on high fiber, low fat, and because of that, these recipes are absolutely perfect if weight loss is your goal. And to give you some perspective, these books retail for $12.99, $14.99, $16.99, and a lot of people do purchase them at regular price. But to keep things really affordable, I do run flash sales all the time. But those flash sales only last for 48 hours, so you want to try to grab it while they are on sale. I've had so many people message and email super sad that they missed the sale. So all of my books, including my newest book, Shake Off the Weight Again, are all on sale for $5 for the next 48 hours. So if you want to check out that sale, I will have the link posted in my description box below or the comment section. And as always, if you stick to the end of this video with me, which by the way, I gotta check on that soup right now, then there will be a bonus surprise at the end of this video. So keep watching and I'll see you at the end. All right, so the soup has been cooking for about 13-14 minutes at this point. So here I'm just going ahead and adding in some greens. Now, typically I would throw in parsley, maybe some cilantro, kale, spinach. It really doesn't matter. Here I was actually throwing in some celery leaves. Now, I went to the supermarket the other day and I found the largest celery I've ever found in my life, and so I just threw the leaves of that in. So the soup is done. This is what I'm having for dinner tonight with my children. Look how delicious and filling this soup looks. I'm always surprised how much this soup tastes like the actual classic chicken noodle soup. So if you're new to a plant-based diet, then this is an excellent place to start. Also, if you're new to a whole food plant-based diet using no oil, soups are the way to go. There are a lot of foods that we are going to feel the difference when we're not adding the oil, because oil does add a certain amount of richness to our meals. But there are certain meals just like this one that you can get away with using no oil, and I promise you, you're not going to miss it. Now, I know like a lot of you guys out there, my family doesn't always eat the same. My son has sensory issues. A lot of my food can sometimes be way too earthy for my daughter's taste, and my husband is a meat eater. But here's the thing, with this recipe, it can bring us all together because everybody likes it. And that will always be a win for me. All right, guys, so there you have it. This soup is super easy, super delicious. And like I said, it's not just for you, it's for the whole family. Even my kids love this one. It's so good. Eating healthy and trying to lose weight does not have to be overcomplicated. And I know that's easier said than done when we are just constantly bombarded with, conflicting information. Everybody's saying, do this, don't do that. It's so overwhelming. I know, I get it, and it happens to me as well. But what I try to do is to silence some of that food noise and just come back to the basics, because I know what worked for me, and it wasn't listening to every single person around me. And what worked is just keeping things simple. The truth is that nothing needs to be super complicated. You really just need to find a handful of favorite go-to foods, like foods that you actually genuinely enjoy. Stick to those, eat those on repeat for a while until you get sick of those, and then find some new ones. It's really that simple. So with that being said, I hope you're gonna try this soup because fall is here and I am here for it. I'm loving this cooler weather. It's literally my favorite time of year. Don't forget to check out that Fall in Love with Fiber sale that I'm running only for the next 48 hours. All of my books are on sale for $5. Again, the link can be found in the description box below. And as promised, if you've made it to the end of this video with me, then the first 5 people that go down and click the link to that sale in my description box, you will be getting a copy of Spud Skinny for free. So good luck to you. Let me know in the comments if you're one of the lucky winners. And as for the rest of you, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.